Good evening, everyone. So, did you attend resume workshop? Yeah. Is it useful? Yeah. Very useful. Cool. Think almost 800 to 900 people attended for that workshop. Yeah. So, in the last session, we discussed about what is a string, what is a string buffer, and what is a string builder. String buffer, string builder. These are the three classes available in java.lang package to store group of characters. Storing a group of characters is very common requirement in application development. So you can use any one of these three classes to store group of characters, but which class, when we need to use, it depends upon our requirement. Whatever the data we are storing, that should not be modified in the future also. Then we will go for string class. String is immutable. If we want to change the data in the future, then we can go for buffer, but performance wise it is slow. It is a thread safe. If you want to store group of characters with mutability and without thread safe, then we can go for string builder class. With that, we completed our discussion on string and we experimented with methods of string buffer and string builder. All right, now today we are going to talk about one small concept, that is command line arguments. What is that? Command line arguments. Command arguments are nothing but values. Arguments are nothing but values. Arguments means they are values. It is command line arguments. That means the values which we are going to pass from the command is called as command line arguments. Command line arguments are used to supply input to our program. So whenever I am running the program, I want to provide some input for my Java program. To provide the input for the Java program, we can use command line arguments. Now, if we see our Java program structure, class is available, class name. Inside the class name, we are writing public static void main string arguments. Public static void main string arguments. Our program is executing from main method. Whatever the code you want to write, that logic you have to write inside the main method. Whatever the logic you want to write, that logic you can write inside the main method only directly. When the logic is executing from this main method, can I call main method as entry point for my JVM execution? Yes or no? Yes. JVM entry point is main method only. In the class, we can write any number of methods. One class can contain 10 methods or 20 methods or 30 methods. It's up to you. How many methods you want, those many methods you can write in the class. But execution will start from main method only. JVM will know only about the main method. JVM will call the main method. JVM will execute the main method. So main method is called as entry point for our program execution. When the program is executing from the main method, we can provide some input for the main method. Can you see? Main method is taking string array. Main method is taking string array. That is a input it is expecting. Are we passing any input as of now? No, we are not passing any input as of now. We are just compiling our Java program like this. We are using Java C space demo.java and we are using Java space demo. This command we are using to compile the program. This command we are using to compile the program. This command we are using to run the program. Whenever you are running the program, you can pass some input like this: hi, hello, hi, hello. Here, the hi is one argument, hello is one argument. I am passing two values. Where these two values will be stored? These two values will be stored into args. What is args here? Args is a variable which is belongs to string array. Here, not only args, you can keep x also, no problem. It is just a variable. This variable type is a string array. So for this string array, you can supply some data while running the program. The arguments which we are passing to our program from the command prompt, those arguments are called as command line arguments. Are you guys getting my point? So what is a command line argument? What is a command line argument? The arguments which we are passing as a input for main method of the program is called as command line argument. How many arguments I can pass? How many arguments I can pass? Any number. Any number of arguments I can pass. Those arguments are belongs to which data type? Those arguments are belongs to string data type. Can we try to access those arguments? If you know array, already we know what is array. How array will store the data? How array will store the data? Array will store the data based on indexes. Do you know how to access the data from array? Do you know how to access the data from array? Yes. How to access the data from array? How to access the data from array? Index basis. Index basis. All right. Now let us see. Here I am going to write my main method. Public static void main method is available. Public static void main. Here you can keep 3 dots also, or you can keep a curly brace also, right? Is it mandatory to use variable name as only args? Can I use any name as a variable now? Yes, I can use anything as a variable. Now, for this program, I'm going to run Java space class name is demo space hi. Can I say hi is one argument? Yes. How to access that hi? By using args of 0. By using args of 0. If I access args of 0, that means it is hi. Suppose for example, if I run like this Java demo hi hello. So hi will be stored in the 0th index. Hello will be stored in the first index. Are you guys getting my point? Yes. Let me write one program for that. Open the notepad. Okay. Class cmd args. That is nothing but command line arguments. Write a main method. Public static void main string arguments. String arguments. In this, I want to access the command line arguments. Can you tell me how to access them? System, I want to access them. I want to access them. Args of 0. Args of 0. I'm going to store that into S1. String S1 is equal to args of 0. Then I'm going to take string S2 is equal to args of 1. String S2 is equal to args of 1. Now I want to print system dot out dot println S1 plus S2. I want to print S1 plus S2. What is the purpose of a plus operator? Here plus is changing the behavior dynamically. When I use the plus for integers, for numbers, it is going to perform sum. If I use the plus operator for the strings, it is going to perform concatenation. All right. Save this program. Save this program. CMD arguments. Save in your workspace. CMD args.java. Go to command prompt. Compile the program and run this program. Okay. Here Java C space cmd args.java, right? Java space CMD args. Can I execute directly like this? Yes or no? Yes. What it is saying that we are getting array index out of bounds exception. Why? Our program is expecting one argument at the 0th index. That means I'm trying to access the value from the array. I'm trying to access the value from the array. But when I am running the program, am I passing that argument? No. That's why it is getting array index out of bounds exception. All right. Java, do I need to compile the program now? No. Java space CMD args space. I'm giving Ashok as one argument, IT as one argument. So here, these are the values I am passing as the input for my Java program. These are the values I am passing as the input for my Java program. So Java space class name space argument1 space argument2. Run this program. Are we able to combine them? That means, are we able to read those command line arguments? Yes or no? Yes, tell me, what is the purpose of command line arguments? What is the purpose of command line arguments? Command line arguments. Command line arguments are used to supply. Command line args are used to supply dynamic values. Are used to supply dynamic values as input for our program. I can pass some dynamic values as the input for our program. Command line values will be supplied as a input for main method. I am passing the arguments, nothing but who is receiving those arguments? Our main method is receiving those arguments. CMD args will be received by main method. By default, CMD args are string type. What is the data type of the CMD argument? CMD args default type is string. CMD args default type is string. We can pass 1 or 2, or we can pass a 10 also. We can pass multiple CMD args. They will be stored into one array. They will be stored into one array. Read this. Arguments nothing but values. Arguments means values. CMD arguments means the arguments which we are supplying as an input for our program. Main method will receive command line arguments. Command line args default data type is string. Can I change it? Sir, can I write a program like this? Can I change it? Why? Default is a string. That is, I'm also telling that default is a string. Can we change that? That is my question. Is that main method our method, or it is a predefined method? Predefined method. So JVM will understand main method with the string type as command line arguments, not with the into type. Okay, try this. I change it that parameter to int. Java C CMD args.java. What is happening? Int cannot be converted to string. First, it is failing at the compilation. So it is thinking that it is an integer, but where I am storing in the string. Int S1, int S2, int S1, int S2. Okay. Save this program. CLS Java C CMD args.java. Compiled successfully. Java space CMD args. What is happening? It is saying that main method not found in the class. Please define the main method like this only. Public static void main string array with arguments. So can I change the data type of this? I cannot change that. Why? That is the default method, that is a predefined method given by Sun Microsystem. JVM will use our method with the string data type. So I cannot change that. So that method should be written like this only. Public static void main string array arguments. Can I change the variable name? Yes, variable name can be changed. If I change the variable name, it is a of 0 and a of 1. First argument will come. That type should be what? It is a string. Second argument is also string. You can supply multiple values. You can supply multiple values. For example, can I take one more value also? S3 is equal to A of 2. S3 is equal to A of 2. Let's add it here also. S3. Let's add it here also. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. What is the A here? What is the A here? A is a command line argument, which is the parameter of the main method. A is a parameter of the main method. Now, I want to store some data into this array so that I can use in my program. Can you tell me how can I do that? Java C space cmd args dot java. I compiled my program Java space cmd args. If I don't pass, index out of 1, because we are trying to access the index value, right? We need to pass it. Ashok space it space HYD. How many values I am passing? 3. So how I am reading those 3 values? A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. Those are 3 values I am storing into 3 variables. Those are 3 variables I am concatenating. By using plus operator, I am concatenating those 3 variables. Save that program, execute. Are we able to read the values? Are we able to concatenate them? Yes. So with this we understood what is command line argument. Command line arguments are used to supply the data for the main method. Java C cmd args dot java compilation. Java space cmd args space Ashok it HYD. Are you guys clear with my point? So we are able to create this program and we are able to read this program. Now, can we perform sum of 2 numbers by using command line arguments? Can we perform sum of 2 numbers by using command line arguments? Which white space? This white space is used to separate the argument. If you give another white space, if you, I mean to say Java space, cmd arg space, Ashok space, it space, HYD, if you give the space, between 2 words, if you give the space, it will consider that as a space. Space also will be considered as a string. It will consider as a string, right? Now, my requirement is write a Java program to perform sum of 2 numbers using command line arguments. Write a Java program to perform sum of 2 numbers using CMD arguments. I don't want to hard code the data in the program. I want to supply the numbers as a command line arguments. My program should perform sum of those 2 numbers and should give the output. Are you clear with my requirement? Yes. What is my requirement? Perform sum of 2 numbers using CMD arguments. What is the meaning of CMD argument? Come on, what is the purpose of that? What is that? CMD arguments are used to take the input from the command prompt. So which method taking that input? Main method. What is the data type of that input? String array. How many arguments I can supply? Multiple arguments. How to read those arguments in the program? Based on the indexes. Based on the indexes, we are going to read it. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using CMD arguments. Can you write that? Yeah. Can you call office boy? Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using CMD arguments. Pads. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using CMD arguments. Take your notebooks. Take your notebooks. Online people who don't have a notebook, get it. Today we have exam. Huh? Notebook. निकालो यार एग्जाम है बोला ना मैं हाँ नो नो पे लिख सकते हैं. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. Online people, please do that. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. We understood what is a command line argument. Command line arguments. The arguments which we are supplying as a input for the main method, they are called as command line arguments. Huh. Completed? Good. Command line arguments. Okay. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. That means the numbers you need to take from the command line argument. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. వీళ్ళకి అవసరం లేదులే. They already have the chair, na? Half of the strength is on leave today. Why people did not join exam? अरे यार डर गया क्या? Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line arguments. Jaldi, within 2 minutes you should complete sum of two numbers. No, you can sit down. No need to show me, sit down. It's a very simple program, no need to check also. Khatam, good. Yeah. Completed? Yes. See here, I'm going to take two arguments from CMD. Those arguments I want to perform sum. So first argument, I'm going to take string S1 is equal to A of 0. String S1 is equal to A of 0. Then next string S2 is equal to A of is equal to A of 1, A of 0 and A of 1. What is the data type of these variables now? These variables are belongs to string data type. Can I sum string data type variables? No. If I sum string variables, it will be concatenated. If I want to sum, I need to convert them into integer. How to convert the string to integer? Integer dot parse. Okay. Here we are going to do integer dot parse it of S1. Integer dot parse it of S1. Then I am going to get integer x. A already I have used here. I can't use the duplicate variable. So integer x is equal to int x is equal to integer dot parse. Command line arguments are storing in the string array that A of 0 nothing but string S1. A of 1 nothing but string S2. Into x is equal to integer dot parse it of S1. That means first argument I am converting into type. Then I need to convert the second argument also into type. Into y is equal to integer dot parse it of S2. I am receiving string as the input for my program. My program converting them into integer. Then I am going to perform sum of the integer. System dot out dot println x plus y. X plus y. Are you guys clear with my point? Yes. Now let me run this program. Let me run this program. Clear screen CLS Java C CMD args.java compiled successfully. Java space CMD args 20 space 30. I'm getting 50. Am I able to do that? Yes. Look at this program. Simple. Just you need to understand the conversion. Can you tell me what is this parsing now? Parsing is a method. In which class that method available? Integer class. Integer dot parsing. So it is a static method, non-static method, static method. How can you understand that it is a static method? Because I'm calling that method by using class name. Any method which is calling by the class name is a static method. If the method is calling by the object, then that is called as a non-static method. Parsing is a static method or non-static method. Parsing is a static method. In which class that method is available? That method is available in the integer class. Integer dot parsing. Integer dot parsing. Perfect. For example, if I execute my program CMD args, I will execute 40 space 50. Do I need to compile again? Do I need to compile the program? No. I will just run the program with different values. So when I am running the program, I am passing the input for my main method. Execute. We are getting 90. Now I will pass 4 and 6. 4 and 6. 10. For example, 4, 6, 2. On the board. My program is reading 2. I am passing 3. What will happen? Nothing will happen. One extra argument I am passing, but am I reading that argument here? I am not reading. That's my point. If I pass only 1, then it will exception. Why? My program trying to access 2 arguments, But how many arguments I am passing? Only one argument. Suppose if I do like this, Java space CMD access space two code. What will happen now? 6 is the output. If I pass 6, so is there any exception? Are we going to get any exception? No. Why? I am passing 3. I can pass 4. I can pass 5 values also. Array length it will create dynamically. The array will be created dynamically based on the number of values we are passing. Right. Now I am passing how many values here? 5 values. I am passing 5 values. But how many values I am taking? Only 2. Is there any problem? No. That in this array, 5 values will be stored in the 5 indexes, but I am accessing only 0th index value and first index value. There is no problem. 6 only we are getting. Can we check the length of the array? How can we check the length of the array? Can we get the length of the array? System dot out dot system dot out dot array length. Array length are multiple total CMD arcs. How many CMD arcs we are supplying? That also we can access. Yes or no? So this is a text which I am keeping in the double quotes. What is the meaning of that? It is a string. String plus a dot length. Can I call like this? Array length is not a method. Methods will be called by using phrases. But length is a method in the array, or length is a property in the array. Length is a property in the array. A dot length. Okay. Now let's run our program. Java C space. I changed the code. Compilation required. Java C space CMD arcs not Java. Java space CMD arcs and passing 10 space 12. How many arguments are passing? 2 arguments are passing. So what is the length of the array? 2. That is now the code. If I pass 23, what is the length now? 3. So how much? What is the length of this array? It depends on how many arguments you are passing as an input. If you pass 10 value, the length will be 10. You can access the 10 value. Now what I have done is, now I am passing Java space 10 space 20 space 30. How many values I am passing? 3 values. So what is the length of the array? 3. But how many indexes I am accessing? Only 2. Any problem? No problem. Got it? So yeah, 1 minute. So I am passing this. Yeah, sorry. Java space CMD demo. CMD arcs class. Yeah. Java space CMD arcs 10, 20, 30. I am passing 3 values. When I pass 3 values, what will happen? Array will be created with 3 as a size, and 3 values will be stored into array. That array will be available as a method parameter. From that array we can access 3 values. But how many values I am accessing? 2 values. I am accessing only 2 values. For working with 2 values, I am performing the sum. Now run this. Yes, total CMD arcs are 3, but I am accessing 0th value, first value. I am performing the sum. 10 plus 20, we are getting 30 as the output. Yes.
Array size cannot be changed.
Yes. No. Whenever this method is calling, they are passing this method parameter. That means inside the JVM, they are creating an array with a fixed size only. That size they will calculate based on the arguments you are passing. So am I creating the array? Am I declaring the array? Declaring the creation part, am I doing a JVM will do? JVM will do. That means internally JVM will execute A is equal to new string array with the size. This code will execute internally. So here, am I declaring the size?
Am I creating the array with the size? If I create the array, then size is mandatory. But we are not creating the array. We are just using that. Who is creating that? JVM. When the JVM will create? When our program is running. When we run the program, JVM is going to create. How much size JVM will keep to create the array? Based on the number of arguments you supply. Are you guys getting my point? Clear? Right. And
Command line arguments are obsolete in IDs.
sorry?
Command line arguments are obsolete in IDs.
Optional.
Obsolete. I'm not useful, not used. Because in IDs we just place run now.
Then also you can pass it. The ID. When I explain the ID, I will show you. So you are directly running the program, right? You need to right click on the program, run as configuration. In that you need to pass the ID. I will show you in the ID. So after this third chapter, we will work on ID only. Yeah. Are you guys clear with this? Yes. So now tell me what is command line argument and why we need it. What is the command line argument and why we need it? Command line arguments are used to read the dynamic value from the command prompt. When we are executing the program from the command prompt, then we can read the dynamic values. So performing sum of two numbers using command line arguments. Performing sum of two numbers by using command line arguments. So here Java cmd args.java, and we are going for Java space cmd args 10 20. Two values I have supplied. Okay. What is the purpose of this? Total CMD arguments. It is printing the length of the array. How many arguments we are passing to that method? That length, with that length, the array will be created. Yeah. Please read these points. CMD argument. What is the meaning of arguments? Arguments means values. Arguments means value. Command line args are used to supply dynamic values as input for our program. If you want to supply any data for the program as an input, then we can go for command line arguments. CMD arguments will be received by main method. Main method is entry point for JVM execution. That main method is going to receive our CMD argument. What is the data type of the CMD argument? CMD asks default data type is string. Can we pass multiple values? Yes or no? We can pass multiple CMD asks. They will be stored into one array. What is that array? That is a string array. That is a string array. Now here we can do like this. We can do like this. Command line argument. Program with the command line argument. Program with command line argument. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. Three values I am reading. And for three values, I am concatenating by using plus. Value to type is the string by default. When I use the plus, concatenation is going to happen. Perfect. Java C, CMD args.java. Java space, CMD args space, I'm passing three values. Three values to now, write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers using command line argument. The values I'm reading are string type. For string type, I cannot perform the sum. For that, I am converting the string type into integer. How to convert the string to integer? By using integer dot parsing. Integer dot parsing of S1. Integer X. Integer dot parsing of S2. Integer Y. System dot out dot println X plus Y. I am performing the sum. For this program, I am passing two values. Can I pass three values also? But is there any use? Why there is no use? Why there is no use? Because we are not accessing that. We are not accessing that. So whether you pass the third argument or you don't pass the third argument, there is no change in our output. There is no effect for our program. If you pass it third argument, or if you don't pass it also, nothing will change. Why? Because we are not accessing that value. The third argument will be stored in the second index. 0, 1, 2. Second index value I am not accessing, that's why there is no difference with the third argument. Are you clear with my point? Perfect. Now I'm giving you 5 minutes of time. All of you open the notes in the mobile. Go through the strings notes now. I prepared 8 programs on the strings, completely logical program. Now you have to write those programs on your paper. No, only on strings now. 8 programs only on the strings. Yeah. All of you open the notes. You can go through the notes. Read the notes. Notes is available in the website. Huh? What one? No, notes you want to see here. Okay. Huh? Yeah, we will discuss that. Yeah, close your mobiles, all of you. Keep in your pocket. I will show here only. I just want you to go through the methods and strings. Now, when you will give the string methods, you have to solve your problems. Logical programs. 8 logical programs on the strings. Can you read it? Keep silent. All of you make some distance with your chains. Come back. Make some distance. You should not copy. There should be some gap. All of you. Till last you can go. And then people get your books and pen. All of you. Go to last. Adjust your face. Come back. You can come here. Here we go. Yeah, yes. Divide and space. There should be some space. Copy of that. Yes. Guys, in that, yeah, stand up. Space for, yeah, go last. Go to partner. Go to partner. These people also start just middle row. This middle row should address. Come here. Ajo. There should be the gap because you should not copy the logic. Unlike people, which are your cameras? Can you read the question from there? You have to read the question. Why you rotate that side? Cap collar, you have to stand up from there. Yeah, you sit there. Yeah, side. You go to that side. There should be some gap. So I could understand. You also get your book. You have book? Yes. Just don't read that. Yes. Online people, can you switch on your cameras? Take a pen and paper, book. All people should switch on your cameras. Everyone. I'm seeing only 3 to 4 people switch on the cameras. Everybody should switch on the camera. If you don't switch on, you will be removed from the class. Switch on your camera. Everybody, fast, fast. Everybody should switch on the camera. Yeah. Just 5 minutes time I'm giving to revise the answers on the screen. All questions on the screen for you. It will check your IQ. How logically you are good, how much string you understood, what methods you remember in the strings. Based on the strings only, there are 8 programs are available. Just go to the strings notes once. Directly. Directly they can go. Yeah, just revise this. So I will give an overview. String, String is a predefined class. 90 people are in first floor middle there. Some people feel the meeting. Amazing. All right. You don't have option. You don't have option. Yes. Then you need to realize, if you write the exam, am I going to get any benefit? If you don't write, am I going to do anything? No. It is for yourself only. You have to get that maturity. It is for you, आपके लिए, खुद के लिए. Right. Yeah. क्या हो रहा है? People living the meeting. Attendance को नहीं सकते हैं ना? String is a predefined class available in Java, lang package. String we can use as a data type, that we can use as a reference data type. Every Java class can be used as a reference data type. String is used to store group of characters. You can store the data in the string in two ways. One is by using literal, another one is by using new operator. String objects are special objects in the Java because storing the data in the strings is very common requirement in the project. As the string objects are special, JVM provided a special memory to handle the strings, that is string to constant pool. Every string object is created in the constant pool. Duplicate content is not allowed. If you try to create a second object with duplicate content, old object will be referred to the pointer. All right. Next one. Whenever you create S1, S2, how many objects will be created? Only one object will be created. S1 and S2 will point to the same object. When I compare the address will be same. Double equals operator will compare the address. Dot equals method will compare the content. Remember that. There is a program on that method. Right. If we compare strings, if we create the strings by using new operator, if we create in the FTP as well as the heap also. Right. Now, how many objects will be created? We have seen that already. When I execute first line, one object. When I execute second line, only one object. When I execute third line, total two objects. When I execute fourth line, three objects. Fifth line, five objects. Sixth line, seven objects will be created. All right. Important part came. String class methods. See that. First one. What is the first method? Caret. What is the purpose of caret method? It is used to get the character based on the given index. Caret method is used to get the character based on the index. Length method. What is the purpose of length method? Length method is used to get the size of the string. That means number of characters available in the string we can get by using length method. What is the purpose of concat method? Concat method is used to join two strings, S1, S2. S1 dot concat of S2. Alright. Equals method. What is the purpose of equals method? Equals method is used to compare the content of the string. Double equals operator will compare the address. Equals method will compare the content. Okay. In strings, we understood that. Replace method. What is the purpose of replace? Replace some characters with some new characters in the string. For that we go for replace method. Two uppercase and two lowercase. What is the purpose of two uppercase, two lowercase? To convert the string to uppercase, we use it to uppercase. I mean, I want to make every character as an uppercase character. If I want to convert every character as a lower character to lowercase. What is the purpose of index of? What is the purpose of index of? It is used to get the first occurrence of a character. What is the purpose of last index of? It is used to get the last occurrence of the character. Whatever the given character not available, if given character not available, then we are going to get the minus one. What is the purpose of the substring? What is the purpose of the substring? Substring is used to get the part of the string. It will take start index and end index. Start index is inclusive, end index is exclusive. What is the purpose of flip method? What is the purpose of split method? It is used to split the split phase of the delimiter. I can split the split phase of the delimiter. What is the purpose of value of? What is the purpose of value of? It is used to convert any type of data into string. Voice is not clear. Huh? 1 minute. Just.
Yeah. Is my voice clear now? Is my voice clear now? Online people? Yes? Now fine. Okay. We are just reading the methods. You can see the screen now. Just read it. Value of. What is the purpose of value of? It is used to convert any type of value into string type. Any type of value into string type. What is the purpose of starts with? What is the purpose of starts with? To check whether my string is starting with the given characters or not. What is the purpose of ends with? To check my given string is ending with particular character or not. What is the purpose of trim method? It is used to remove starting and ending spaces of the string. What is the purpose of intent method? It is used to access the objects from string constant pool, SCP. What is the purpose of toString? What is the purpose of toString? It is used to convert the object into string format. Any object, remember that method. Any object, if you want to convert into string format, then we can go for toString method. What is the purpose of toChar array? What is the purpose of toChar array? It is used to convert. It is used to convert the string into character array. It is used to convert the string into character array. Value of toString a object के लिए value of only primitive type values can be converted into string type with the value of. Tomorrow I am going to create employee class, product class. Those classes also can be converted to string format. Right. Now string buffer. What is the purpose of string buffer? It is a predefined class available in java.lang package. It is used to store group of characters. String buffer is a mutable object. We can modify the content of the buffer. What are the methods we have seen in the buffer? Append method, reverse method is available in the buffer. Then we have seen string builder. What is the purpose of string builder? String builder is a predefined class available in the lang package. String builder introduced in which version? It introduced in 1.5 version. String builder objects are mutable or immutable? String builder objects are mutable. Content can be modified. String builder is a thread safe or not thread safe? Not thread safe. Multiple threads can access at a time. Multiple threads can access at a time. Yes. What is the difference between string buffer and builder? String is a immutable object introduced in the JDK 1.0. Buffer is a mutable object, but it is thread safe. It is available from JDK 1.0 onwards. Then string builder. String builder is a mutable plus not thread safe, introduced in 1.5 version. Then we discussed about command line arguments. What is the meaning of command line arguments? Arguments means values. Arguments are used to supply dynamic values as input for our program. CMD arguments will be received by main method. CMD asks default data type is string. We can pass multiple CMD arguments. They will be stored into one array. Program with CMD arguments. Every argument will be considered as a string data type. Suppose I want to perform sum of two numbers. Then I can convert that string into integer. How I am converting the string to integer? Integer dot parseInt method. Are you clear with the strings? अभी पता चलेगा. How much you are clear? अभी पता चलेगा. Good guys? Ready? Just relax for 2 minutes. I'm stopping this video record. I will start the new record for the exam.